over 40 years, Les Misérables has been a global phenomenon, seen by over 150 million people in 57 countries and sung in 22 different languages. And for generations of audiences here in Utah, Les Mis has held an almost sacred status. But the last time I Dreamed a Dream was heard in this canyon was 2008. I had to dream my life would be one day more.
So the last time we did Les Mis was right before I started working here. And it's just such a great, beautiful show and a wonderful story. And it's perfect for our audiences.
It's a story of like redemption. There's so many characters, there's so many plot lines that everyone can relate to.
There's that beautiful message of hope that it's not just this lifetime and that there is something more.
The line between is this real life or is this just a play are blurred, and you see it's one and the same thing.
I feel like the show touches on something that's deep inside of every single person, that need and that desire for redemption and that desire for grace and that desire for mercy.
It's transformative theater versus performative theater.
So why has it taken so long to bring Les Misérables back to Tuacahn? It boils down to a single word: licensing. The rights to Les Mis are carefully protected to keep regional productions from competing with the national tours and Broadway productions. And that means that the show simply wasn't available to Tuacahn until now.
Loud again. So we'll light through the end of the sewer, then come back.
Once the approval came through, the next challenge was finding a director with the vision, experience, and nerve to take on a production as ambitious as Les Misérables.
Sarah Hartman is a wonderful, wonderful director. She directed Anastasia for us, and she also directed Newsies for us, and she loves Les Mis, has a special place in her heart for Les Mis.
I was here for tech for Newsies, and that was when Scott Anderson and I started talking about the fact that Les Mis is going to be happening, this summer. And as soon as I heard that, I sort of started my slow pitch to him about, if you're looking for someone for Les Mis, I would love to do it. And we started right away working on the designs. Same team from Newsies were all returned, and so we immediately hit the ground running on trying to brainstorm ideas.
She is the perfect director of these sweeping, iconic stories. She's so good at telling them, and she's also so good at adapting them for our stage and seeing the canyon and trying to make that a part of our story as well.
The way that you can tell a story at this theater is truly unlike any place else. And so to get to tell a story of this size, in a theater of this size, in a canyon of this majesty, to audiences who are so present and open to the message of the show, it's a dream come true.
Casting at Tuacahn is a unique challenge. This season, over 7,000 performers were seen across 6 cities, but they weren't auditioning for just one show.
I think this was probably my hardest season to cast that I've ever done in the last 7 years, because of the variety of shows we have. So not only are we finding a cast for Les Mis, but we're finding a cast that can do Les Mis, do Grease, play high schoolers, most of them, and do Nemo.
3 different shows, 3 different creative teams, 3 completely different artistic visions, and 1 company of 32 actors expected to do it all.
What we do is we have each of the teams submit to us their top 3 choices for each role, and then we have them submit their top 6 choices ensemble for union and their top non-union choices as well. I take that information and I try and see which ones match. And when I see someone who is on the list for this and on the list for that and on the list for this, then they get put onto the master list. This is a first choice ensemble, Steven Diaz.
Great.
For Nemo. And then he is also in the first choice ensemble for
Grease. Grease?
Yeah, for Grease. He's in the tops for Vince cover. So Steven Diaz goes across all the boards, so he goes on the list.
Les Mis was a thing I never thought I'd ever get to do. And so that's why I think I come into this with such gratitude, because this wasn't on my list of even being a possibility. And I think only here would I have ever had the opportunity to do it.
You know who would be a great bishop? Steven would be a great bishop.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, he'd be so good.
That's a great idea.
Okay, we're gonna get him to put the bishop on tape so we can send it to Sarah and Chris.
It's the repertoire of it. Like, you have to be able to fulfill the requirements of the other shows. So you need a certain person who can do all of it.
This cast is so talented. They all have to sing. We can't have dancers who don't sing. We can't have singers that don't dance. We can't have someone that doesn't sing very well in Les Mis. So this cast is very well-rounded and very talented. Now we're gonna do the youth casting that Sarah sent over, and these are her choices for Little Eponine and Little Cosette.
Cute.
So we're gonna hire 3, and they're all gonna rotate in the role, which is awesome.
I love that.
And then Gavroche, she chose those 2. We have so much talent in southern Utah. We cast Little Cosette and Young Eponine, as well as Gavroche, locally. I think we called back at least 9 girls and 5 boys, and any one of them really could have played the parts. So again, it's just finding that connection with the director and what she likes. So I thought it would be really fun, since they were all local, if we could tell them in person that they got the job. So we tricked them just a little bit, and we told them that they had another callback.
They had us called back for a dance audition. Yeah, dance audition.
We brought them in, taught them a short little dance combo. Now, I want you guys to close your eyes, okay? And I want you to imagine what it might be like to perform on the Tuacahn stage. And then I want you to think of one word that comes to mind when you might perform on the Tuacahn stage, what that might feel like. Just give me one word, okay? Open your eyes. Lena, do you have a word for me?
Amazing.
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Big.
Big, yeah, it's very big.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fun.
Fun. And then we gave them the news that they actually were cast in the show, and it wasn't a callback. You're gonna feel all those feelings this summer, because guess what?
What?
You guys got the job.
You guys got the part.
There's nobody else coming. That's it. You got the job.
I was so surprised. Oh my goodness! It was wow. We freaked out, and everyone was crying. We love Tuacahn, so it's super exciting.
For these young actors, being cast in Les Misérables is a dream come true. But this story isn't just about the roles they'll play. It's about the journey they'll take to bring them to life.
I'm a firm believer in storytelling as a sacred act. When you encounter a story that is similar to yours, you feel less alone. And when you encounter parts of a story that are different from yours, you get the opportunity to learn something. And so because this story is so epic, and there's so many characters and so many walks of life, that my hope is that people come to this story open to it, and that they will come away feeling both less alone, and that they will also learn something.
At its heart, Les Misérables is a story about darkness and light, mercy over justice, sacrifice and love for others, believing that even the most broken person can find redemption, and hope that we will live again. And maybe that's why this story has endured for over 40 years on stages around the world, because these themes aren't confined to 19th century France. They're ideas that still resonate with us today.
You guys, see, now this is a way to start a rehearsal process.